you are caught in the trap. Don't worry about your race as a race. Worry about your race in a particular situation. Worry about your race in the context of reality. Not just as a race. Because people can create non-reality, and non-reality will become the context for the environment that you live in. And when they say black is born inferior to white, or the black man is innately inferior, if they say the black is different from the white, and that's why he's backwards, or that's why he can't make progress, that's non-reality. And if you begin to occupy yourself, or let yourself be occupied with such thoughts, you fall in yourself into non-reality. And though you're not a racist of the ugly type, you're not a racist of the ugly type, you're not terrorizing anybody or going out burning houses and setting up crosses on people over the lots and setting them up fire. You're not doing those things, but you're a racist too. You're a racist in the passive field. And the other one is a racist in the active field. But you're a racist too, because you have been seduced to accept the racist lie that your color makes a difference. And your color does not make a difference. I've seen two black people at the immigration. And I've seen one of the black people being treated as though he was inferior, and the other one, just as black as he was, a blacker, being treated with respect. And it's usually the ones who come from America that's treated with disrespect. It's not because you're black. African is blacker than we are. They're treated with more respect. The Haitians now, they're going to get more respect. And most of them are blacker than we are. So it's not the color, it's the situation. It's not the color, it's the situation. You're living in a situation of unreality, non-reality. You have bought the seller of falsehood is good. He sells falsehoods to entrap people. You bought his goods. While saying he's wrong. Hey, white man, you're wrong. I'm just as good as you. God made me just as good as you. And you inferior to me. Huh? Huh? Hey, white man, you're wrong. God made me just as good as you. And then, and you're inferior to me. And all of a sudden, now he has taken the position of the racist that he's condemning. So let me tell you about you. You were made artificially by grafting. You have recessive genes. You are not a whole man. And when we go about to set up our proof, most of you are feminine looking, you have homosexual tendencies. And put you in extreme sun, you burn. Your skin peels. And the racist, the white racist, he came out with the same kind of language as us. So put the nigga in civilization, he'll die if you don't carry him on your back. See, we gonna go the same kind of stuff. Okay, same kind of language. So that shows that we, while in one side of our conscience, we are condemning that, but on the other side, another part of our conscience, we are taking the same position wonder how come we can't make progress. Now, if I may, let us look at the reality on this earth and in the history of the people on this earth. As far as we can go back, if we identify achievers, there is something that accounted for their success. They had good circumstances, or in the natural environment, or they had good circumstances in the social environment, in the human environment. They had aggressive people, but we never find just an aggressive people succeeding without representatives or representation. They had representation. They didn't just succeed as a people. They had representation. Either in an outstanding individual or group of individuals, and always the group selects one, go forward. Or we find that there was an idea that accounted for their success. And they supported and rallied behind the idea, and that's why they were successful. Now here we got 25 or 30 million Negroes, and 19 as we were when they took us off the boat. Am I right or wrong? Except for a very few who know where they are and know where they should be going. We're in the same state that we were in when they let us off the boat. Helpless. Waiting for something to happen, like a lightning flash, to show us where we should put our next step. That's no good. And that shouldn't be the condition for Muslims. No. The black people out there in the church, many of the church people, they don't know, they're just as unpredictable as a dumb Negro who never saw the light. So, I can understand maybe the people who are influenced by church life being in that kind of state. It's a hell of a thing to take a man from his own continent, from his own people, by force, subdue him, defeat him, and then the conqueror introduced to that victim God in his own image. Not in the image of the black man, in the image of the white man. That's a hell of a thing. So I can understand Christians, African Americans, black, having the burden on them. But you are Muslim. You read the Quran, you hear it preached, you hear the Imam read it. You hear what he says about the God. You hear what he says about God's creation, what he says about human beings, and you still carry that burden? Something wrong. Something wrong. Muslim communities, you're not supposed to be carrying that kind of burden. You're not supposed to be walking as though you've been crushed. No. You're supposed to be walking like an alive person. You're supposed to show life. You're not supposed to go as though you're carrying a heavy cross. Muslim ain't carrying no heavy cross. Not if you understand his guidance. Something is terribly wrong with a Muslim when he's walking like the non-Muslim in darkness.